Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back, 821 Bravo here. So today we're going to go over some things. Last track day we did a 12.6 at 108 miles an hour. And after looking through some things, I discovered some things that now I need to fix. So I got a new coupler here. This is a coupler that I have coming off the turbo. There's actually a hole that I blew in it, I believe because I don't have a blow-off valve. So we're going to install this thing today, put a new coupler on. We're also going to install a blow-off valve. So I got this little guy here. This is just like a V-banded. It's just going to bolt right in. So no welding or anything required. I'll show you guys a link where I got all this stuff. So this thing should be pretty nice. Hopefully it'll help and I'll stop blowing a hole and stuff. I thought I blew the hole in this thing on the 12.6 pass. So I was at like 14 and a half pounds of boost before I blew a hole in this thing, and I thought that I was at 15 pounds of boost on the 12.6 pass. Still, that whole day I thought I was. I didn't even realize it until a few days later, and I went back and I reviewed the video after I uploaded the video. For some reason, I went back to look at the scan, and I think that's what I was doing. I was looking at the scan, and I wanted to go back and I verified in the video that it was the right scan from the 12.6 pass. The 12.6 pass was actually at 11 pounds of boost, right above 10, around 11. So that means I already had the hole in this thing on the 12.6 pass. So that kind of gives me a lot more confidence with what this thing's going to be capable of, because it was 12.6 with the hole in the pipe at 11 pounds of boost, and it was pulling a whole bunch of timing. So that 12.6 pass was at 11 pounds of boost with 5 degrees of timing. So I'm switched to a three bar system now, so I'm going to go above 15 pounds of boost and hopefully be able to sprinkle a little bit more timing in the thing and get it to like 15-ish degrees of timing. So a lot more power to be made. Hopefully we can make this thing better. Got the slicks now. Hopefully those tires will do okay. But let's get started on this thing, and we're going to try to go faster in a few days. And I'm also going to show you guys how to make a bead on the intercooler piping using this little tool right here. So this thing's pretty cool. Should work pretty nice. The thing was like 20 bucks. Got it at the hardware store just for this, actually. And one of my other issues that I was having was high intake air temp. So bought this little roll of garbage here. I don't really know if this is going to work very well. I thought it was going to be different than this and not just such a small roll, but it's like some heat reflective tape. I'm going to wrap it around the top section here because the heat from the radiator is actually making this pipe pretty hot. You guys already saw the video of putting the turbo blanket on, so hopefully all of this stuff will help. I'm also going to run a pipe down on the front of the intake, so on the front of the turbo. So let's get started on all this stuff. If you guys like these kind of videos, be sure to give this video a like. If you have been around for a while, I challenge you guys to find your favorite video from the channel, the whole 821 Bravo channel. Find your favorite video and give that video a share so you can share it with somebody else. Spread the love, really helps the channel out. Let's get started. Guys, I swear I didn't even try this or plan this, but look how this is going to work. So this thing is going to go right down in here, and it's like the perfect size. That other connecting pipe that I have right there, it's like the perfect size. So my plan is just to pull that thing out, not even cut anything, and I'm just going to replace that middle section there with this, keep it off at an angle like this, and hopefully that'll be a pretty quick change. All right, so we got the pipe off. Look at this hole. It's a pretty nice hole, and looks like it was kind of right on the band. So I don't know if it was the band issue, but I'm pretty confident that it's not going to do that if it doesn't have all that extra back pressure blowing a hole. But we'll try. We'll throw a new one on there. Either way, see what happens. But kind of impressive. So there we go. That's like a perfectly calibrated 11 pounds of boost because it was holding pretty flat. It was kind of weird. All right, so what I want to do is basically go through all these pipes, and this is the one I'm going to be replacing. But you can see it has the factory bead on the one side. But what I did, because I just chopped these off, I just took the welder with some aluminum wire in it, and then I like tacked a little bead on there, and then kind of ground it down on 4 corners, and that seemed like it held pretty decent, surprisingly. So I'm actually going to go through and I'm going to do this crimp now, and I'm surprised how well this thing actually works. So check this out. I'm going to put the crimp side facing out, and then I'm just gonna do a little pinch, a little pinchy. And go all the way around it. And I don't have to like weld anything to a tool or like make a tool really. It's not going to damage this tool at all. So there you go, check that out. So it's a nice little bead all the way around, and that should work pretty slick. Nice strong bead. It almost looks exactly like the other side. Looks pretty good. Be kind of deceiving how good this thing looks. Look at this. But this thing is working sweet. Okay guys, so like I said, the picture of this stuff was a little bit deceiving. I was kind of thinking it was going to be a little bit more insulated than this. Essentially, it kind of reminds me of this metal tape stuff. I mean, I got a ton of this stuff laying around. It's kind of like that, but there's like a little fiber weave in there. So, kind of got me thinking a little bit. And here's what I'm doing now. I'm making this little beast, and here comes the hate mail. I can see it already, but I'm gonna try this, and I will report back. If it doesn't work, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. So don't let it hurt yours. But the idea here is I'm crunching all this up and essentially creating just some pockets, like insulation, like a, you know, a blanket or whatever. And we're gonna keep the hot air off of the pipe and hopefully dissipate some of that heat before it actually gets into the intake air system and warms that crap up. So I'm just going around and sticking this garbage all over here. And then what I want to do after is take this tape, and then I'm going to go around the whole thing and then wrap it like that. So the reason that I want to do mostly this pipe is the one that comes right up to the intake, and it's right by the radiator with the fans blowing hot air directly at it. So this thing actually gets pretty hot and doesn't completely cool down in between passes. So I don't know. I mean, I can't see this really being any worse in any way. I don't know. Let me know. Leave a comment. Let me know, all you guys that are the professionals and have done this exact same thing. Tell me how dumb I am for trying this, but we'll test it. The only thing I can see really possibly going wrong is if a piece of it flies off and goes in the turbo. Guys, we're gonna try this, and hopefully some exciting things will happen. I'm really interested to test this thing. Alrighty boys, so here's what we got. Took it and wrapped all that regular intercooler heat wrap junk around the tape now. So this thing looks pretty good, I think. I'm hoping that, one, if the wrap is good enough that they're selling it as a working product, hopefully that's going to be even better with the tape and stuff underneath it, just for a little bit more insulation. So we'll try it. I can't see it being any worse. Hopefully this will help. Okay, so I'm going to start the truck, and with any luck, we will see this little valve inside here working, doing what it's supposed to do. So when it's in vacuum, it should be open, and if I'm really lucky, the camera won't fall into the pulley system. Alright, so yeah, this whole thing is a really tight fit in here. Check this out. Space station, and then we got this going on down here. This thing is very tight, but it seems like it works. And hopefully this belt won't get shredded up. I guess we'll find out. Sure enough, we will find out. So next step in this whole process, it'll probably be in a different video, but I'm gonna cut this section out down here. So we got a straight shot down, and then I'm gonna probably use some of the 4-inch exhaust pipe because it's the same size as this, and then I'm gonna make like a little dingle dongle going down, and then we'll be able to suck up some cold air. And what I'm thinking is, with this whole thing covered like that, I might be able to do a little spaceship wrap on the whole turbo. Get real fancy. I don't know, maybe we'll try that. That's it for this one, guys. I'm gonna go in and eat dinner. A couple things coming up over the next few days. I got these tires here. The wheels, the rims should be here tomorrow, so I'm gonna try to go get these things mounted tomorrow. Also gonna work on getting the ethanol content up. So I'm gonna drive it around, burn some of the 93 that's in the tank because it's completely full. I only put like a eighth of a tank of E85 in there. So I want to get it up to like a E40 to E70, like 70%. So we'll try to do that over the next couple days. I did switch to a 3-bar map sensor. I did switch to a 3-bar tune now. I don't have the 3-bar map sensor. That's estimated to be delivered on Saturday when the test and tune day is on Friday. So if it doesn't come in, I'm gonna get this thing to like 16 pounds, and then we'll just work on adding timing after that. So we're gonna go for it. We're gonna go faster on Friday. I promise that. Either that or we're gonna break something. I'm gonna try to like 16 pounds. We'll start at 10, and then we'll go like 2 degrees every pass and see what happens. Something like that. Want to go faster. I also have something else to show you guys. Check this out. So these are the traction bars that I put in. And the thing's actually twisted. I noticed this the day after the last track day. This actually twisted and bent the U-bolts. So I'm going to get new U-bolts, and then I'm going to modify that extra bracket that came in. And I'm going to put the extra bracket on the opposite side so it doesn't have the potential to twist. And then it'll pull straight. So the front side is good. It just bent those U-bolts, so definitely some torque happening back here. So if all goes well, the intake air temps will be a little bit cooler than last time, and we'll be able to add the timing that we want and hopefully not hurt anything. The injectors are already at like 90% duty cycle, so they're getting pretty close to where they're going to be maxed out pretty soon, but we'll push them and see what we can get out of it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Share the video. See you next time.